It's like the police being here today, the military, we have charge, we have dogs, so they be in the system to control some of these things. There wasn't anything like that. And so people were misbehaving anyhow. So as time went by, and considering the dangers people's behavior were posing to life, they had to find a way to now delegate a group. Okay, so as a group, they had to find a way to delegate an authority to someone who was in power so that the person could decide issues on their behalf. So that was how it was being done. Right. And so that explains it. Now we come to the intervention by a king. And so this one is also similar to that of the social contract perspective or theory, where here too you see that it is the king who has a say, he has the power, he has that kind of authority to say that this behavior is right, this behavior is not wrong. And so you could see that by this time, during the intervention by kings, in case you have any problem, you run to the king or you run to the chief for him to intervene or for him to establish that kind of normalcy we all yearn for. So tribal chieftaincy or chieftains performed the duties of decision making. They were also law enforcers. They were also administrators and they were also arbiters. In case you go contrary to any of the rules, it is the king or the chief who has been given such power, who is going to punish you, who is going to make the law clear. So you see, for now, we have the judiciary system that are also controlling some of these things. And so it was observed that at certain stage, the development uh, of life or of civilization, it was the king who was given that authority to decide that. And most of the time, uh, you don't even dare to rise against your chief's wife or something of that nature. And so the king or the kings and queens, they had the power to decide whatever they had to do. So it's like today, in case you think someone is maltreating you and you run to an elderly person in a family or in a community, the person is able to intervene for such occurrences to stop. And so that's how it was being done. That's how it was being done. Now we come to the traditional methods. So we have seen the theories. Now we come to the traditional methods they were using. We used in dealing with some of these things, and they comprises, in fact, they comprise fines and um, compensation. So when the person engages in this and the person is fined or is made to pay amount of money, they also involve um, ritual cleansing. They also involve trial by ordeals, where people are swearing. When you swear and you are innocent, nothing will happen to you. But when you swear and you are guilty, you'll be striped. Um, so should it happen that you are guilty, you'll be struck dead. That's what was done. Then people were also gossiping about offenders and they also laughing at them. So you'll be walking in town and then you see ladies and gents pointing their fingers at you, laughing at you. So when that happens, you wouldn't say, you wouldn't dare engage in anything. And that one also serves as a deterrent. There's also masquerade. So for the masquerade, I hope you know old Charlie. I don't know whether Uncle, those in Takrade. The masquerade group. That one was also used to prevent some of these crimes occurring. There is also confinement. There is what we also call ostracism. There is also banish and capital punishment. So they are there. Now we want to pick them one after the other and look at them. Please tell your colleagues to join us. I don't want anyone to be there, then later on they'll come and say the lecturer didn't teach this topic, but questions have been set on it. By the way, I'm setting your questions, right? So they'll be ready. Let's say Wednesday. So by fine and compensation, let's assume that someone offends you and you grab the person, you send him to either the court or you send him to the king. For you to now get appeased, okay, you are going to either ask a person to pay an amount, or the elders, most of the time they will tell you, oh, how much do you want to be compensated with? Then they will mention it. Someone will say 2,000 billion and coins. The coins, we don't know the amount though, but that's what they most of the time do. Then, so the elders will be sent through the request, and when that is done, they will ensure that they take the money or they take that compensation from you. Some people are also fined. Even today we experience some of this. Mami, is it flow? Good. So you go to court in case you are found guilty. You are given a fine to pay. And so that was one of the ways they were using to control some of this. Then there are people who also go through some rituals. You see, the moment you engage in sin, the sin actually affects the entire community. And so you are seen as impure. You are seen as impure. So when that happens, it means you have to be cleansed. They will take some money from you, and they will go and buy some items. That they will come and perform some of these rituals so that that's sin you brought to yourself and the entire community will be cleansed off. So there are instances where someone will engage in something like adultery, murder. When offenders are caught in engaging in such acts, the only way they can deal with them was through cleansing. And the way they will even treat you in the process of undergoing such ritual, you wouldn't like it at all. You wouldn't like it at all. So let us use the depot as an example. Although the depot is not a punishment, but it's a ritual where ladies who are from 5 there, they are shaved. Some of them, I think they even climb a mountain. And you consider all this stress when they descend from the mountain. We told some guys are made to carry them. They don't walk to where they were initially. They will shave you, and all of these stress. If you don't want to go through them, then the best way is to actually stop the sin. If you see the way someone is being treated, you will not be engaged in such thing. Then we come to trial by order, and here by order involves oath taking, invocation of juju, the use of boiled palm. So if you know this offense, we have boiled it. We have boiled it. Now, if you know you are innocent, and what people are saying about you is not true, dip your hand in this boiling palm oil. If you are innocent, nothing will happen to you. But if you are guilty, okay, if you are guilty, you are going to be punished severely. And that is what they're also using to do such things. So when you just consider the kind of stress you'll be going through, how depressed you're going to be. You know very well, maybe you were asleep and you just went to engage in such a behavior. And so you don't know whether it is you or not. But some people today are very much aware. You see, if you don't want to engage in some of these things, then the best way is to stop engaging in some of these things. Now we come to the ridicules and gossips. At times people will be moving around the streets. If they are offenders, they'll be moving around the streets, then people will be laughing at them. And when that happens, it prevents you. We also see some of these things. Okay, so Akusia Mansa is pregnant, and we don't know the husband. In fact, we don't know the guy who impregnated her. Now we want to dissolution her so that she'll be able to make her amendments or change her behaviors. When such things when such things are done, you see, you will not be engaged in it. But in that typical African community where we told a woman commit adultery, and under the rituals, under African values, we saw that at a point in time, a woman may be giving birth and may be having some complications if she might have cheated on her husband. When that happens, you will not be able to give birth. So you have to now consult. You have to confess so that your husband will forgive you. And so, in case you also engage in some of these things, and now people know that you were once thing, or you get pregnant. You're a girl, you get pregnant. No man has brought cola to your father's house, and you get pregnant. As you are walking by the street, they are going to just laugh at you. And just imagine, hey, Oba Wanyum. So with this, we told that people's names often become the latest music in town. So people will be gossiping, be saying a whole lot of things about you. If you don't want to engage in such things, you need to stop. And this is not quite different from what even happened to Jesus when he was being sent to Golgotha, and he was asked to carry his own cross for the Christians here. That's what we're saying here. We saw how some of them, even on the cross, if you are saying you are the Messiah, then redeem yourself and come redeem us. Some of them were saying a whole lot of things. So that is the form of the ridicule. Now we come to the masquerade institutions. And how many of us here have watched Apocalypto? Is there anyone here who has ever watched Apocalypto? Yeah. Yes. Okay. So we see, okay, so there are many of you here who have watched it before. Apocalypto, when they captured the, as you say, the people, the villagers, when they captured them and sent them to their town, you saw on top of the pinnacle, or let me say on top of the temple where the sacrifice was being done and they rolling, you saw that face. That is what I'm referring to as the masquerade. In fact, anytime I'm watching that clip or that film, when I get to that part, then I'll see that, hey, you see me getting frightened because I'm afraid of the way the person. So most of the time, these people seem to be containing some supernatural powers that, in case you engage in some of this act, you will be caught by them and they will punish you. And so in our typical, I remember growing up, I remember during Christmas, people would dress anyhow. Maybe the person you know the person broad daylight, but the way the person will present himself, when you see it, it appears such a person is a god or something like that. So for the knowledge that when they catch you, they are going to punish you, or when they come closer to you, you are going to be punished. You will not be engaged in such things. And so at a point in time when they even catch criminals and they want to kill them, it is these masqueraders, they will come around to just kill them. And this masqueraders is not what we are seeing there, like Takrade, Ankos, and other than no. The Takrade people, are you here? Takrade guys, are you here? It's not that.
Sir, please, we are here.
We are
Yes,
here. We are here.
have you engaged in that Ankos before?
No, sir, but you go there to watch.
Oh, okay. You go there to watch.
Yes.
Some time ago, I think last week or last 2 weeks, I almost ran from one of them. Then I said, you this guy, but trust me, if I had met him in one corner in darkness, like I'll even leave my slippers there. Like I wouldn't wait for him to.
Right now, they are not scary.
Yes. They are not scary because they are not. But initially, when you see the way these people present themselves, hey, I'm here, Albert Johnson. Hi. Right. So aside the masquerade, there was what they also call confinement, and here is what we it is equivalent to our prison, where people are kept in dark places and they are kept from the public domain. If you know that they are hardened criminals. I think it was yesterday or last week I heard that some notorious armed robbers have been caught. And for them, they are going to be confined. You see, when you are confined, just imagine when you are asked to sit at one place for a very long time. How do you feel? Where your movement is going to be limited. If you are not lucky, for the prison officers to be taking you out for some things, for some activities, and it means that you will be at one place. Guns are surrounding you. What will you do? And so that's what we're doing. So in a typical African community, most chiefs and kings use their palaces to accommodate or to just keep some of these people so that they wouldn't keep on posing as threats to the larger community. Then ostracize. That's the deliberate decision to just push or sack people from the community. And here it is quite from banishment. I'm using this one to also explain banishment. For ostracize, you are part of the community, but because of your evil intention and you don't want the well-being of the entire community, they will ask you to go and live, let's say, outskirts of the town. Okay, let's say you sleep with a king's wife and you get caught, or let's say for that one, if you get caught, if you don't take it, they'll kill you or they will banish you. That there are some instances where there are some minor offense that they think this offense you don't need to live among us, and so you leave. You'll be sacked from your family members, and you go and live at the outskirts of the town. Growing up, I saw one woman. This woman wouldn't mingle with normal community members. And anytime you are coming from the farm and you see her light, you see that there is hope. So it tells you that here the town leaders, they have decided to ask her to go and live at the outskirts of the town where she will not have any link with those who are living in the community. This one will be a form of asylum. If it is in Christianity, they will tell you, oh, we're going for, so we have the at the asylum where they were, in fact, those Salem, the Salems, for them they were righteous, so they were going there. But for this one, it's a punishment. Like for the Salem, they don't want to mingle with anyone, so they create their own community and live there. But this one is the leaders who ask you to go and live there. Then banishment, you are thrown out of the community. But at times, in case when it happens that you are innocent and maybe people forget the offense, you may be asked to come back and live within the people, or live among the people. Right. Then the last one has to do with capital punishment. And we all know what capital punishment, one of the ways criminals were dealt with. So if you are an offender, you're going to be killed. You will be killed for such crimes. So most of the time, if a person commits murder, when the person commits murder, the person is compelled to be killed. When you also sleep with a king's wife, you are asked to be killed. And so these were the methods that were used in controlling crime as at the time these issues were happening. So today we don't have them, but I think we have modified them. And we are using them. So even in your classroom, for classroom, you cannot go and practice anything. How do you call it? Capital punishment over there. You have corporal punishment. And even for corporal punishment, there is no more practice in there. But then, for the fining to, what are they doing? What is the student doing for you to fine him? Okay, but when you enter the larger society, we have some of these things. So we're going for rehearsal. Ensure that you don't come late. When you come late, you are going to pay. You'll be expected to pay a fine. That is a way to control your behavior of lateness. That behavior is not the best. So if you're a fan of that, you need to stop. Now we also enter another. Please, any question? Any question? All right, whose hand is up? Josephine.
Yes, sir. Sir, good evening. Sir, please, is the ostracism the same as an outcast?
An outcast. What is your understanding of outcast?
When a person is asked to stay on outskirts of the community.
Yes. So that is it. For that one, you have been asked. You are part of the community, but you are not part of it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Same with you.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Please, is there a difference between banishment and being exiled?
All right. So, what do you think? Exile, banished. There is a slight difference. For exile, okay. Let me take from the house. What do you think is the difference? What's the difference between to be banished, and to be sent to exile? Advocacy, is your hand up to answer it?
Yes, please, sir.
Okay, say.
Sir, I think for the exile and then the punishment are the same. That is my
Okay.
mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Thank you,
see
sir.
Lydia. Lydia, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Lydia,
Okay, thank you, sir. So I think they are not the same.
yes,
To be to be taken into exile is more of captivity. There, you are taken into a different community to work, probably not to be paid, but to be banished, it to be sent outside your own community. As to where you go, it doesn't concern anybody. Thank you.
exactly, 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 exactly. Yes, so Christiana, someone has said yours. Grace Inkum.
Yes, please. Yes, please. And one thing is, for the banish, there is no return. But for the exile, I think that you later you can be returned home. That is my suggestion.
Yeah, so it depends on the condition. There are times the one who has been banished, if it happens that maybe things have turned around, if they've now seen the truth, they may choose to bring. You may come back. Yes. So, but yeah, Madam Grace.
Thank you, sir. So please, I wanted to ask for the difference between the confinement and the ostracism. And because when you are confined, at a point you are released, and then under the ostracism too says that um, the offender is released, like you are isolated for some time and released. I don't know the same.
Yeah. So for ostracism, you're saying that for ostracism, you, it's like you don't have anything binding you. It's like they tell you, oh, go and live. You cannot live within us, but then you can just go out there. You are free. You have the freedom to move. For the confinement, it's like you have a classroom where you have confined all your students. That one you are under rule. You don't have that freedom of movement. Whatever people or authority they want to give you, you are asked to do that. But for the ostracism, that's what you have to go and live there on your own. You get it? So there is freedom in ostracism, or else there is, I should say, slavery and some compulsion and that
Okay,
confinement.
thank you, sir.
Yeah. Right. So we're going to marriage now. Quick one. What is marriage? Marriage is that kind of agreement between group of people. So you see, our ways of contracting marriage today is just being thrown somewhere. So it's very important we as teachers we learn this. And I was surprised to see my mentor. I think last year, December, November, he went and he was serving as a linguist and for someone's, I think, our professor's daughter. So it's very important we know this custom so far as marriage is concerned. And marriage is an agreement between a group of people who have agreed to come together as husband and wife. And so when that is being said, then we shall ask ourselves, are gays also is gay also marriage? Yes. For them, it is in their terrain. Our culture, they say that the DS is also they consider all DS also as a marriage. You cannot say that you are in marriage or you are married to yourself. Marriage comes in when two people come and say that, okay, we have now agreed to live together as husband and wife. And so this marriage, from its root word is just coming from the French word Maria, and it's also coming from Latin maritari, which is to work together or marry or give in marriage. And so we as Africans, we like marriage so much. We like marriage. Okay. Marriage comes in when I should say that we Africans, okay, we like marriage. Uh, and there are some people who also tell you that I am going for someone's wedding, although I don't know the person, but I'm going to eat the person's food and come back. There are people who also tell you we want to contract a marriage to get maybe an award or a contract or a business opportunity or travel. After that, we dissolve it. But in the typical African community, we should know that for marriage is very important because it's a way of bonding those who are alive today, those who are dead and gone, and those who are yet to come. It's the way we do that. And so when you come to Africa, the best thing we can do, so far as marriage is concerned, is we have a man and a woman. And in this case, the man and the woman should be able to reproduce so that this element will be able to take care of or will be catered. So that's what we have been doing all this while. Then if that's the case, then it means that in this part of our world, on this part of our continent, gayism is not allowed. We don't allow it because you wouldn't get the ground to produce. Procreation cannot take place. And for that matter, it's not the best. And so this union marriage, we need to know that it is the only place that gives people the opportunity to engage in sexual intercourse. Okay, where a man, so those of us who are just moving around gallivanting, it's not the best. You ask yourself, are you married? Are you married? Okay. So when you come to this part of our world, you see, we have so many ethnic groups and they all have different ways of constructing marriage. Okay. And so we recognize that, of course, at times a man can marry two women, or a woman can also marry two men at a go. But then, is that the best? Why is it that a man can marry two wives, but a woman is not allowed to do certain? It also goes back to issue about in HIV, where I had asked, why is it that, okay, so you let me just ignore that one. So marriage is very important. As sociologists, they are interested in the issue about marriage because they think that the family and marriage are intertwined. One gives birth to something. Why? Because it is in marriage that people are going to get the license to produce other humans and take care of them. And when such thing happens, these people are also going to establish a family. And a family is also the basic unit to any community. You have various families coming together to form one large community called, let's say, maybe Koforidia, let's say Cape Coast, let's say Aflawu, wherever you want to mention, we have different people coming in from that angle. And so it is in marriage that this thing is going to happen. Right. So I see Dominic's hand up. What do you have to say?
Sir, please, about a man marrying two or a woman marrying two. The reason why men are allowed to marry two is that, for example, when a man marries, it is believed that it is the sperm that they fertilize the female's egg to bring out the child. But in case the woman married two, which of the man is going to be responsible for the child? That is the problem. That is why women are not allowed to marry two. But if the man married two, we all know that the father is the children's father is the man. But if the woman married two, who will be the children's father? Thank you very
Oh,
much.
yes. Yeah. Thank you so much for the enlightenment. Yes. So there was this incident where a lady went to court, I think paternity court, while they were trying to decide a case. He said two guys were involved. He said, how is this possible? He said, so the guy who was in question, and there was one who was absent. So they called the guy to confirm whether he said, okay, I don't know the father. I don't know the father of my child. And they probed further, and it sufficed that, you see, a lady had an intimacy with the first guy who was sent to the court, who was trying to claim the baby. Is that she had an affair with that guy, and 1 hour later, she went to meet another guy who they also copulated. And so the question is whose sperm fertilized that egg? Only 1 hour interval. So you ask yourself, what was the woman looking for? What was she looking for? That double dating is not the best. It's not best. It's not. And this thing is destroying marriages, destroying. I have told you, I don't want anyone to please send in any chat. I don't want to see that. So how can you tell me that you alone, you are dating two guys? You are dating two guys at a go, and you let one sleep with you, then 1 hour time you, then for you, I don't know the kind of crocodile in that go. All right. So by the nature of African marriage, I've said that for Mbiti, he has seen that there is a linkage between the dead, the living, and those who are yet to be born. And so marriage is very important. Sorry, I saw someone's hand up. Is it Victoria? I should have called you. Victoria. Victoria. Okay. So we see that both the past, both the present, and both the future, they are all present when marriage is being contracted. And scholars have said that marriage is just like a drama. The English people, where are you? What is a drama? What is drama? I don't want to hear kum 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 like beating jazz. So what is drama? Don't we have English people here, Kobe? Yeah, Kobe.
Thank you, sir. In simple put, we can say drama is a performance realized on stage. Thank you.
All right, Felix. So a drama realized on stage. Felix.
Okay, fair. You can say
Yeah.
drama is performing activity for audience to watch.
Okay. So we have performing in there. So drama is just you dedicating yourself, learning the script, and then now you stand in front of a group of people to present or to talk to them on whatever you have said. So we're saying that marriage is a drama. It's a platform where you get people coming in to participate as as actors and actresses. You get it, and you don't just go there to be a spectator. That's why they will tell you marriage is not for the weak. In fact, if we want to talk about marriage, it is a whole chapter. It is a whole chapter on its own. So you are not a spectator. You are rather in there to do one or two things to ensure that the marriage works. You don't just go there to say, when they ask you, it's like you are in a theater where the actors, the most important thing is for you is just to be looking at them, acting out. When any question is being asked, you say, for me, I don't know. That is not the best. That is not the focus. So far as you are in it, sorry. So far as you are in it, you are supposed to help it to work. You're supposed to help it to work. So this makes marriage a duty and a requirement from every community you find yourself in. And you are supposed to work with it. Is it everyone who gets married? Is it everyone who also gets married? You may not get married based on certain factors. There are so many reasons why people will not marry. Someone will tell you, for me, I want my freedom. Someone will tell you, for me, I cannot give myself to you. I don't know how to do it. I don't love people. Someone will tell you, I don't have money. Someone will tell you, people don't like me. So there are some of us, you just move around. Some people also have bad behaviors. Some people have bad characters. And marriage is that arena where you don't just go there to misbehave. If you don't take care, you will go, but then you may be asked to go back to where you came from. So they tell you your beauty will send you, but your character will bring you home. And you see, those who don't marry, when you see their lifestyles, in fact, you know that it's not the best. I know of a lecturer who didn't get married. As we speak, the lecturer is no more. That solitary or that loneliness can kill you. So marriage is very important. But then if you cannot go in there and help make things work, you are just going there to be a spectator, then I advise you to just advise yourself. Be very careful because it wouldn't work. Some people will tell you, oh, for me, I'm this marriage because of what I'll get from my partner. And it's not the best. It's supposed to be vice versa. Both of you should be able to help each other. Both of you should help each other. Can you just imagine you just need, have you ever stayed alone? And how did you feel? So there are so many things that a woman will, you see, most of the, I should say that it is men who go for marriage. For the ladies, they are there. They are just recipients. And there are so many factors there are so many things a lady will do that will just put a man away. There are so many things. And you disrespecting is one of the best way to get your partnership, your marriage broken. Especially in this part of our world where cheating appears to be very easy. Cheating appears to be the norm for the day. There are so many things. If you don't contribute to the marriage, it's going to get divorced. So marriage has both. So it has religious dimensions. It also has some duties, religious duties everyone is supposed to take or to benefit and also contribute. You see, initially we were having the right to reproduce, and we were also having the right not to die. And so, due to the issue of continuity, if we really want to continue living as humans, then we need to get photocopy. So get carbon copy. Just like when you go to bank and you want to do something, you get carbon copy. And this carbon copy is going to help reproduce most of the images you are going to write in there. And so from time immemorial, we know from the time of Adam and Eve, when they sinned, that idea of humans living forever was taken. Some of them lived 900 years, some of them lived 600 years. For now, it has been reduced to 70 years. And so mortality is part of us. We have lost that ability to live for long. And so it is marriage that will keep us producing more. So it's very important to get married. Don't say, I have a classmate. This classmate told me that for him, he'll marry so many people, many ladies. Then he asked me, I said, Charlie, why are you saying that? He said, how do you feel when you play one song or music for a very long time? Say you are fucking boy, you are fucking boy. Some people are saying that, oh, for us, we will not get married. In case we want to get late, we just go and pay the ashawo. You go to a boom, you get them there. You go to circle, you get them there. You go to online, you get them there. The dating apps, hookups are how do I buy? Is it true that every hookup is a thief? I heard it somewhere, and I have my academic freedom to express myself in that regard. So please, it's not the best option. There are so many ways for you to do out there. You don't give what you have to get what you want. You don't do that. So we have lost that ability where we're supposed to produce. Some people tell you, if you go to Circle today, you look at the Adorn, you go to some principal cities, you see that the gutters are not moving. They are really choked because people are just dumping people in there. They are dumping them there. And it's not the best. So biologically, the husband and a wife are expected to produce. And that one is being sanctioned by God. And in African society, one must live a good and wealthy life in order to be called an ancestor. You are supposed to be able to give birth just to be able to get such thing. And to die without you getting married is one of the ways to deny you as an ancestor. I know some people are saying, hey, then some of us are not going to be called ancestors. So it's up to you. And so please, in case you see, we are all not perfect. We are all not perfect. And I have heard one thing that teachers, I heard one thing. You see, I deal with teachers. And so anytime I hear something about teachers, I open my ears. I have heard that some of you, the moment you get married and you get about 2 or 3 children, 4, then you are calling for divorce, especially the ladies. Is that true? Is that true? So should we marry teachers, or we should stop marrying teachers and go, because you get married to them and today they are telling you that they have money every month, they see some kobo, and so it is not good for them to continue with the marriage. Is that the best way to go? So I was telling, I think the second cohort, in fact, we were in lecture like this, and I told them that some of us are going to be ministers of education, ministers and lawmakers, in fact, and we're going to call for education stakeholders to now put it out there that if you are not married, if you are divorced, you shouldn't be allowed to teach. Who sides with me? If you are divorced, if you are not married, we ask, are you single? If you are single, no. If you are not single, we employ you. You get married. When we get to know that you have divorced, we sack you. Why? Because these divorcees are going to propagate the gospel to the students we have in the class. And there are times you see people dying because they feel that they don't have such bonds. And so if you want to curtail, or someone will say, oh, people should die, then if that's the case, then they shouldn't get married. But if you want to end it, then of course we need to ensure that people are marrying and they don't end it there. I read an article and I saw the consequence of divorcing. It's not the best. You can even stop your work. You can leave your community. You can die early, because every finger is going to be pointed at you, saying that you are a bad person, you are a bad influence. That respect is going to take from you. So hypertension and depression, as well as stress, they are all going to kill you. So it's not the best. Now, we expect that, for that matter, we expect that everyone must marry. Everyone must marry, so far as you're in the community, and also give birth. That's an expectation for you. If you don't give birth, the community will die. But then, in the course of doing this, we have some foreigners who didn't understand our culture. They pointing fingers, saying bad things about us. That for us, our marriage is full of it is we allow polygamy to happen, and this thing has been practiced, or it has been a system for so long, since time immemorial. You get it? So when you look at ancient Kemet, that is the Egypt, and civilization started from Egypt. So in the now value, the people or the chiefs were marrying more than one wife. They were some were having 2, some were having 3. You see, so that's why Islam, the Prophet Muhammad Saleh was saying, Wasallam, he now also came in to say that you can marry more than one. and the maximum one can marry is also 4. You see how he went about it. And so for some of us, it will get to a time where we will try to go. We will try to go and join Islam. See, so for me, for instance, when I should go, my Islamic name will be Salamatu. That name there, they should give it to me. They don't give it to me. Me and the Imam, you hear from us. You hear from us. Yeah, Alaji, please, I want Salamatu. Salamatu Isa. All right.
Salamatu is a name given to females.
Oh. then Abu Bakr.
Abu Bakr is correct.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Like the Salamatu too, like it's nice. So like Salamatu Isa. Then I respond, yeah. So that is it. Now we consider why people are against monogamy. You see, the Europeans were against monogamy. They say, hey, Africans, yours is polygamous in nature. Why are you saying that yours is monogamy? So they were against that. And there are reasons why the chiefs were, or the elites were, marrying more than one. And within a given society, we're told that one could notice that there are unmarried women around. Today, you come to this part of our world, Ghana especially, we have the females being more than us. You go to some African countries, the females are more than the females are more than the males. And so who should marry them? Who should marry them? And so the elites, as at that time, they spotted this unmarried women find it very difficult to get husbands. And today it is happening. So if you have a man, if you're a lady here and you have a man, please hold him well. Hold him well. So we shall see the reasons why we need to get married. Your respect as a lady comes from you being married. You see, when you marry, it brings so many blessings. And so some people were finding very difficult. They were finding very difficult to get married. Some of the ladies were getting it very difficult. And they were also beautiful. They were very beautiful. So if that's the case, then let us find a way. Let us put in some rules to marry them. Again, the elect will not propose marriage, so they will propose marriage to those single women so that they will not stay alone without children, without posterity. So some time ago, someone was saying that if you are here and you have tried all that you can, you are not getting married, you are finding very difficult to get a husband who will pamper you, who will come and pay some bills to help you. I'm not saying that if you are not married, then so the point is, you see, it is in only marriage that when someone can pay your bills to help you. But today we are using money as a yardstick to determine whether one should stay in that relationship or not. So people coming to engage you, then they help you to pay some of these things. You can get someone to talk to. Not long ago, even for now, do you know that you can use AI? The guys, you can use AI to represent a girlfriend. Because the AI will not ask you to go and buy pizza, will not ask you to go and buy tilapia. And a lady who someone was saying a lady who put onion and carrots and other ingredients on tilapia to chew, don't marry her. I'm not spoiling anyone's business here because marriage is very important. Marriage is very important. If you are here and you have tried all that you can do, but you're not getting a husband. You know, for ladies, I am told you aspire. There will be a time where you cannot produce anymore. And so the best thing you have to do is get someone to impregnate you. When you get that child is going to help you in times of trouble. Just imagine. You see, some time ago I was talking to someone and the person said, my mother's sister, so my small mama, my junior mama, she didn't give birth. She doesn't have a husband. Now, whenever she needs something and we attend to her, then she'll be talking it's like because she didn't give birth and so many other reasons. So now that you know that you are not getting a husband and your time is passing from 35, Charlie, the children you are going to give birth to they are going to have so many complications. Although some of us were born later than that. But we're telling you that from 35 upwards, you need to be very careful. Even from 30 years, let's say from 20, 30 years there, if you don't take care that time, you see that your cycle is closing. And one thing I need to tell you is that for men, as we are growing, then our cycle is opening wide. Now our eyes are opening. We have varieties. We have so many choices we can go for. I am not spoiling anyone, but that's the truth. But for ladies, that is why if you are a lady and you think, oh, for me, I want to pursue the academic ladder, the more you are climbing up, then you are pushing those ladies closer to you. Those guys are from you because they see that when you come. Please give me some time. So just as I was saying, hello, can you hear me, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So as I was saying, as a guy, when you are growing, then your cycle is opening. It is getting widened. Whereas a lady, as you are growing, then it is closing for you. That's the truth. So we always need to be very careful. The caveat is if you know you've tried all that you can, but you're not getting a husband, please get someone to impregnate you. If you have something you are doing, stop chewing the Posno 2 and the Lydia and the contraceptives. Get one child who will help you when you are not fit. When you are not fit, don't follow what the masses are doing to say, oh, for me, I'll put all my children in the gutter. so that when it rains, it's going to cause flood everywhere. So that's the key. Then the elite will also propose to marry those women just to avoid the single women causing trouble in other couples' relationship, like taking over other women's husbands. And so what we are seeing today, you see, it started a long time ago. They say, yeah, now no permanent. Am I the one who is doing that? Your husband likes me. And the more you are even telling them, hey, stop, hey, come and see, the more they are even engaging in it, they will not even mind you. Some are stoning themselves, some are saying a whole lot of things. You know some of these things. Married men chasing other ladies, and we found a nice name, side chicks. So for us to avoid receiving reports, settling cases about other unmarried women causing problems in other people or in other couples married, then you need to find a way to marry them. So like the boys, like the guys here, you marry 4. If someone here and the person not married, you just marry the person so that they wouldn't go and be causing troubles. So this one was also a way of social control. Now, I was told there were also women who had lost their husbands in the course of fighting on behalf of their communities, and so the best way they could be compensated was to also get married. Just imagine it is raining, or now you want to get cuddled and you're not getting someone like that because your husband went fought on behalf of the nation and now has passed. So because the elite wanted to, of course, get the warriors fighting for them, they had to now intervene, marry the widows. You see how good it was. Again, to also avoid this lonesome women to carry all the responsibilities after losing their husbands, the men had to come in. I'm sure men carrying responsibilities started from this era because the women they have lost their husbands and they are there. Maybe they may be having 5 children who are supposed to take care of them. So someone needs to come to their aid, marry them. But you see, it's surprising. Some people can make sacrifices on behalf of their partners, and when they are supposed to maybe mourn the partner because the partner is no more for some time. Today the person dies. Next 3 months the person is getting married. See, it's not the best. This is what we call witchcraft. So there was an incident like that where the guy, I am told, was trying to avoid the wife, but this wife kept insisting, come and meet me, come and meet me. He just took off his car. Then some reckless guy driving, I don't know whether he was under the influence of alcohol, came and just smashed his car. The guy was dead. The guy died, let's say, in October. By December, the lady who the guy even told her to go with Uber or Bolt. The lady said, no, I want you. You should come. The guy said, my sister is around. Let her come and pick you. He said, no, I want you to come. I don't know whether he was bewitched or something like that. The guy tried to do it, but at the end of the day, it didn't take up to 6 months. Then we saw the lady was pregnant. She was pregnant with another man's child. So the sacrifice you are giving, you need to ask yourself, is it good? There are times to, because of issue about sterility or infertility, it was the woman who was unable, that's being sterile. If it was the woman who was not able to give birth, and if treatment were not efficient, she could permit her husband to also engage in. So these give justification to why polygamy was practiced or was so rampant. And so you continue from that angle, and we see it. I think it's a self-explanatory. Now we come to the reasons why we marry. So within the next 5 minutes, you raise your hand, you tell why we marry. I think we just skip that part. Yeah, so why do we marry? What are the importance or reasons for marrying? I know you know them, so let us mention them. Yeah. Is it Ribeiro? Hey, Moira or what? Please, you may talk.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good
Sorry.
evening.
For these children.
Yes, to produce children. Yes. Josephine.
For companionship. Yeah, for companionship and for procreation.
Yeah, for companionship. Loneliness can kill you. It's not easy. Josephine. Okua.
Says to also be respected in the society.
Okay. So for social recognition, that's good. Who else? Okay. Is that all? Lydia, why do you marry? Yeah.
Please, to fulfill scripture.
To fulfill what?
Scripture. No, the
What
Bible
is the
said
scripture saying?
It's not good for the man to live alone. So to fulfill scripture. Thank you.
But what about if the person does not go to church? Okay, so Okua.
Yeah, so for financial assistance too. We marry for financial support. Yeah.
Hey, that one there is true. That one is true. Oh yeah. So if you're a man, you need to work. And a woman too, you need to work. But don't use your money as a manipulator. If you're a woman.
Oh yes.
You need to work. Emmanuel Yao.
Yeah, we also marry to satisfy each other or one another.
Satisfy like how? Like eating 3 days
No, sexually intercourse, you know.
Hey, you're talking about intimacy.
Intimacy, yes, sir.
Okay. So where you are querying it for your. Oh yeah, it's very true. It is only marriage that gives the license. That gives the license for people to procreate and also to enjoy. Okay, Pokua, do you have anything? Okay, let me listen to Patience.
Sir, we also marry for the continuation of our lineages.
For the what?
For the continuation of our lineage, the family lineage.
Oh, okay. So it is to sustain or procreate.
Yeah, to sustain. Yeah.
So we have various reasons why we need to. And you see, it is in only marriage that people get the license people get the license to have some of this sexual intercourse. There was a lady who reported that the husband has been forcing her to have an affair with. Is it, let me find out from the house, is it right for one to force the partner, let's say a man to force the wife to have an intercourse with the person? Is it right? Please unmute yourself and talk.
No, sir, it's not right.
Oh, okay, I see. It's not right. Who is this? Sedem.
Please, it's not right, because if you do that, it's more or less like you're raping her.
Yeah, so I think things have changed. Initially, they were saying because
Yeah, say, it's not right, but sometimes if persuasion fails, force must be applied. So, although it's not right, but sometimes it's right, because some of the ladies are too facile. They don't want to open their this thing because of certain things, money and the rest. I want you to buy me wig, you not buy it and the rest. So sometimes you need to rape them to get through their this thing, to get your way out.
oh yes, you are saying the truth, but you see, when you are sent to the court, when you are invited to the court, you don't take care, you'll be punished for that. Most of the time,
But say the lady will even feel sorry to report you because she knows that what she's doing is not right. So she can't take you to court.
you see, this is one of the things that push men away.
Yes.
You see, it is one of the things that push the men away. That's the truth. Because you are starving the person. And even some time ago, it was on the news that even if you starve your partner sexually, it is a crime. It's a crime. So that is it for us, and it is only in marriage that people are allowed to do that. But you see, things have changed now. Things have changed as we are talking. Initially, you were allowed to do such a thing, but for now, if you don't know and you force the person, you are going to be punished. You are going to be punished for that. So things have changed. Let us not. Some people, that's what I've said. Some ladies try to use it as a weapon, and so a man, you are also called on to have what we call self-control, be able to control yourself, so that this thing wouldn't be used against you. It wouldn't be used against you. But just imagine if you need it, then you have been denied, how it will feel. Yeah. So Felix. Felix.
Yes, sir. Sir, I want to ask or say this. Ladies too, they deny the husband sex sometimes, and not only the men, not only the men, the ladies too sometimes, and sometimes too, the ladies would do the sex, but the man would deny them. But, right now, most of the churches, including my church, we are really treating on the Saturday prayer. So imagine if I am not of God or you are a Christian.
In fact, your line is so there are some glitches. Yes, so position yourself well. Yes, you talk and let's hear.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is, imagine I didn't think about these fasting prayers. As the man, you want to stay focused and listen to what sex during the this time, and you deny her and she falls down so that you publicly. That one thing Is it
Oh, Felix, don't you have a tree close by, so that you go and climb that tree, that you get better reception? Yes, you're not. We cannot hear you. We cannot hear you. So please position yourself for. You want to position yourself for.
Okay, I'm positioning myself for. I'll come again.
All right. So we will then move on to the types of marriage, and you see we have monogamy, which is marrying one spouse. Then we also have that's polygamy, that is marrying more than one. And so we have polyandry, we have polygyny. Polygyny is where a man tries to marry more than one wife. Okay, so the person will have two wives or three. That's polygyny. Then polyandry, a lady will also want to engage in such a thing. So where the lady is trying to marry more than one, we call that one polyandry. Good. So in most African countries, we told the prevalence of polygamous marriage has declined because of the issue about Christianity and other things. Right. And so that is what we need to know. It has reduced. We also have plural marriage. So where you have more than one husband or more than one wife. Okay, when you have two wives, that is it. Then again, we have child marriage. It is where one or both spouses are under the age of 18. Of course, so in Ghana, you may have the liberty to have an affair with a 16-year-old person. Okay. No, let me get my facts well. Yes, so you have the right stage is to be 16 years. Then the right place to vote is 18. So when you marry someone or when you have an affair with someone who is less than 16, that's where we say you've committed this crime. Oh, I'm suffering. Oh. We say you've defiled the person. That's where defilement comes in. All right, so that is it. So we told that today this child marriage is condemned, and initially you go to some places, they tell you, oh, you were betrothed to me some time ago, so that contract still holds. All right, so that's the Sir Ali.
Please say
Yes,
the
sir.
issue of polygamy and polygyny. Can you throw more light a little bit for us?
Yes, so polygamy basically means you are marrying more than one wife or more than one husband. You get it? So when you have two or more wives or husbands, it is polygamy. But when you enter in the polygyny is where a man is having more than, let's say, having two wives or three wives. Then the polyandry is the lady. The lady also having two husbands or three husbands. Is it okay, please?
Yes, sir, please. So in this case, we normally refer polygamy as having more than one wife.
Yeah.
Without
Yeah.
even mentioning the name of a woman who also
Yes,
is engaging, let's say, two husbands. So
yes, but
that
then,
one sound a little bit confused.
oh, okay. But then, talking from the African perspective, at least we don't expect you, a wife, to have more than one, because you see, one slave cannot serve two masters and serve them equally. That's what I was saying before. Before you see a lady cheating on you, then it means that the lady might have already divorced you. You might have been divorced, but you don't know. And I was told there are so many processes that go on that take place in the lady's mind before she'll do that. Okay, so it's very hard uh for men. The truth is, for men can just date two ladies or three ladies and be giving them equal treatment. But you, a lady, if you don't take care, you have to poison the first person you were with. So that is not the reason why we allow that. So for African context, it's not impossible. It's not right for you to do such a thing, just for us to keep the peace. And someone also cited a scenario where a child is born. Who are we going to call the father? Who is going to father the child? Right. So that's it. I hope it's quite okay. Is it okay? I'll say Ali Alhaji.
Yes, sir. Please. Thank you very much.
Right, you're most welcome. Now we come to the stages of marriage, and in BT has given us 4 stages that marriage goes through to see what we have now. We have the preparation stage, we have the choosing the marriage partner stage, then the betrothal and the courtship stage, and then the wedding stage or the final stage. You see, in marriage, when you marry, for the African context, when you marry a lady or when you marry a guy or a man, you marry not him alone, him or her alone. You marry the entire family together. Right. So at the preparation stage, what do we do? I am told some of you have done this. So you are ready to get married. This is the stage you want to get a work to do. You want to know yourself, put in a certain place, work on yourself to be able to uh, get whatever you want to do. You cannot get married when you don't have anything to do. In a typical African community, you need to be doing something so that you'll be able to take care of yourself and someone else. So it's very important. In case someone comes to you and tell you, oh, oh, madam, I want to get married. You ask the person, are you prepared enough? You see, they have been asking you this question. Or when you were about getting married, when you told your parents, they asked you, are you prepared enough? Are you ready enough to be able to get married? So these are some of the questions they ask you. As a man, you need to get something doing. You should be able to take care of yourself and take care of the lady you are also going to bring on board. So it is very wrong if you marry someone and now you say, I'll not be able to take care of you, feed yourself. At times, to situation beyond us, if I am feeding you, then at least let me see that you cherish it. But some people, you help them and they don't mind you at all. They just come in there and they are fighting you. And so when that happens, you just leave them to be on their own without you assisting. But that's not the best. The Bible admonishes us that we need to, as a lady, you need to humble yourself so that you'll be loved. Some homes are suffering today because the respect and the recognition that is supposed to be given to the man is denied. The person may have a job doing that the way you are treating the person will not help. And so at the end of the day, you are going to suffer. If you are a lady too, you need to learn how to prepare yourself. There are some ladies, they don't know how to keep themselves at all. And it's not the best. Do you know how to cook? In case a man's clothes are dirty, do you know how to wash? Some people, they will just put it in the water, just press it, cha 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 cha, then they will just go and hang it. You pick it, the armpits everywhere you see. You ask what is happening. So you need to prepare yourself very well, learn how to cook, and how to act towards men. In case a man is angry, and is approaching you. You see, for men, their ego is so high. A man is approaching you. How do you treat the person? Someone also said, learning how to give a better or experience better orgasm. Hey, my God, you are lucky that today I'm not feeling well. Yeah, so Nyako, what do you have to say? Your hand has been up. Aren't you
Yeah,
tired?
yes, sir. I want to know in the typical African traditional religion,
Yes,
what
sir.
are some of the preparations that the man needs to go through before choosing a wife to marry?
Okay. So that's what I said. You need to learn how to be a man enough. You need to learn how to, you need to know yourself. And more especially, you need to be hardworking. Be able to control yourself and be able to have your own place to live. Oh, are you ready? You are saying that you are ready and you sleep with your mother. Have you seen your face? So it means you need to get a place to sleep. You get it. You should be able to settle issues. How do you settle conflicts when they arise? All of these will be part of the preparations. Part of the preparations. Yeah, so Matthew. Matthew.
Yes, sir. Yes. I in talking about preparations, I watched a documentary among the Maasai people. The Maasai people, it doesn't matter how much houses or children or money you have. If you don't have up to 100 cattle, you are not considered to be rich or worthy enough to marry a woman.
That's amazing. So that's one of the qualifications according to that. That's why we said marriage as it is, it depends on the culture you are coming from. And there are some basic things. You need to get the work you are doing. You need to get the work you are doing. Some people believe that there is lesson in marriage. So there are more doors that open to both men and women when they get married. But before you be able to do that, at least you need to be able to lay the foundation. If you are lazy, please forget. All right, I see another hands up. Michael.
Yes, sir. Sir, I learned that in some of the typical African traditional religions, when you are ready or you told your parents you want to marry, they give you a sheep to take care of. And if you are able to take care of the sheep and the sheep gave birth, that means you are qualified to take care of a wife. Then
But
now after that, they will also support you to choose a woman to marry.
okay, so we see it. That's amazing. Right. So there are so many things that need to be taken into consideration when you want to get married. And it depends on where you find yourself. But these are the basic things. If you're a lady, you should know how to even wash your panties very well. You should be able to get tired for yourself. It's not everything you know. You need to know how to how to handle your husband. Take care of yourself and also take care of someone. Some people you leave your children with them, and by the time you come, the children are just they don't. Then it tells you that the person is not ready to take care of to give birth, and you should also be matured enough. Now, so prepare the preparation stage. We have seen it. Now we come to the choosing the partner stage here to so in a typical African community, how do you choose a partner? Now, you identify a flower, then you let your parents be aware. So when the parents are aware, you tell them, then they will go, they will start making some background checks and other things, know where the girl child is coming from, who the parents are, is there anything in their family that's not that will not help you when you get married to them, is there any illness and other things. So they do all of this background checks before they appear before the lady's the lady's family. There are times when they are young, you see that they'll be moving together. Then the man will tell you, maybe I have a son in the near future. I'll give you my daughter, or I'll give my son to you. So please keep your daughter for me. And so before you go into something, they'll try to do their background checks, just for you to know that there is no problem in there. And you see, some time ago, someone was saying that when the marriage is arranged, it is very difficult for the it is very difficult for it to get broken, because they are going to call the various families. So with the choosing stage, as you are done with your preparation and you know that for now I have seen the lady I want to choose, you may choose, you may let the lady be aware, or you may let her be there. Then you'll be just spying on her with your family members. Then when everything is done, they will now delegate people to go and tell the lady your intention. So he told in other societies too, the young people may make their choice by themselves. You choose, then you go and inform your parents about that. But you may, so most of the time you see that other parents, they propose on your behalf. They are proposing on your behalf. There are times you, the man, you may not be able to get the capacity to go. So you have to go. And so that is it for us. So it's very important in this most important contract life that other members of the community need to get themselves involved in the marriage of the individual. You see, marriage, we've already seen how it operates from religious background. There's a linkage between these those who are alive, those who are yet to come, and those who are gone. There is a linkage, and so the society is interested. That's why when the marriage is not working, it affects everyone. A lady wanted to divorce her husband and now went to the man. That, Papa, I have tried all that I can, but it's not working. So I want you to help me. Then he said, okay. Now, when you were getting married, you brought schnapp, right? The schnapp, we shared it among ourselves and we took them. You shared some booze, right? He said, yes. We shared it among ourselves. You brought some matches, yes. So go to all those people who we shared all those things to, for us to be able to. So you see, you go through all of these processes. So you cannot at the end of the day come and say that I don't want to marry the person again. Although some people are very wicked, they can just marry you. There was a guy like that. He saw a lady in a church and said, this lady, I like you. He spent huge sums of money to wed her, went to hotel, honeymoon for 2 good weeks. The lady woke up one day and the lady saw a note that I wanted to just have an affair with you. And so goodbye for now. He didn't see where the guy went again. So before you engage in some of these things, you need to do that. Then we're told in the course of choosing, Michael, I saw your hand. In the course of choosing the partner, we told the lady after if it has been approached, you propose to the lady, then the lady will be pretending to not be interested in that kind of proposal. You say, no, I don't know, I will not marry you. Yeah, Michael.
Yes, sir. Sir, in a typical African traditional religion, Formally, it's the parents who choose the either the lady or the man for their son or daughter.
Yeah.
But these days, who will go and choose and then inform the parents about it? But comparing the two, let's analyze and see which one is the best. The one that the parents will choose the person for you, or the one that you will go and then choose the person and come and inform your parents that this is the person I have seen, and then I wanted to marry that person, so I want you to go ahead and then do the proposal for me.
So you see, it is subjective. The answer to this question is subjective. It depends on who you are. But I think when the family comes together to now select a partner for you, you are careful not to let them down. And so you see that all those marriages, they kept surviving. But today, because you went to choose yourself, you also have the choice to put the partner aside anytime you feel okay. Yes, so Daniel, sorry.
Okay. So thank you very much. Concerning the question that our brother asked, in those days, we lived in small communities. So our parents could study the lives of the girls in the village.
Actually, they
But
know what
today, we travel far away, where you don't live with your parents. And we're also encouraging intertribal marriage today. In those days, the same tribe. But today, you travel far away, you meet a lady somewhere. Your parents are not there. That's why these days we choose our ladies and we rather send them to go show them to our parents. Thanks.
and that is not helping. There are people whom you will send home and they will not even the kind of behavior they will portray there. The moment your parents see them, they say, "For me, I don't like this. I don't like this bitch. I don't like this jet." But because we are following our heart, we will not mind them. So for them, they know what is ahead of you. There are some parents, the moment a person approaches them, based on the demeanor of the person, they're able to see that this person will help my son or my daughter. But because our hearts, we are following our hearts, and it's causing our problems. So thank you all so much for your input. So there are times.
Sir, please, I want to ask something.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
You're allowed to do that, say.
Hello. Okay, thank you. I want to ask that in African traditional marriage, if they are allowed to go through counseling process as the white weddings, most of the churches, what they do. I want to ask that if someone has not married, does that person qualify to give marriage advice to someone who is about to marry, or person? Is it advisable to take counseling from someone who is not married? That's my question.
Yeah, so easy. The one who is in it knows how it operates best, experience the best teacher. Okay. So someone who is practicing it, and we have seen that marriage, we are all actors in it. The one who is acting it has is in the best position to talk to you about some of these things. So before you raise your hand to talk, ask yourself, assess yourself. Do I qualify? What do I have to present? What do I have to present? How am I doing my own? You get it? So if you know that you don't have someone whom you may be doing certain, don't go and worry yourself and disgrace yourself. But of course, some people too might have divorced. they might have gone into it and might have learned their lessons, and so they may share some of the experiences with you. Maybe a spouse also passed the way they were going about it. So you may, it depends. It depends. For me, I'll go for both sides. Assess yourself very well. If you know that whatever you are going to say wouldn't bring anything positive, keep quiet. Yes. Right. So Rebecca, this is the first time of seeing Rebecca in this class. It seems some people have been running shifts. Rebecca Manu. All right.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Please, this is not my first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Please, with regards to the question my brother just asked, if it's only married men or like those who are married who can be giving advice to those who are about to marry, I want to comment on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. With my view, I think that taking counseling from people has to do with maturity, a matured mind, whether the person is married or not. Do you know? And then even teachers in class, it's not everybody who has given birth, but they are able to take very good care of the children in class without saying you are a teacher. You should get a child or you should have like you have children before you have the knowledge to teach. So I think that if the person, some are married all right and they are past, some are even pastors and they are the main cause of people's divorce, because when they bring issues to them, they take like they are biased towards it. Maybe I know the man, so they speak in favor of the man, or the lady is my girl, or like no, my daughter, yeah, so they speak in favor of the person. So with me, taking advice before you enter into marriage, check the kind of person you are talking to, whether the person is married or not. Is the matured mind behind whatever he or she is going to tell you. And then
All right.
besides, sometimes being worried by say so probably the person observing from different sources, being at the back, might know something best to give, not necessarily whether you are married or not to give advice. Please, this is my candid opinion. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. In fact, your idea is wonderful. It's a top notch. Keep it
A
up.
married woman taking advice from a divorced woman, dangerous.
You can just imagine. That's why I told you, that's why I said you need to look at the person's. You see, marriage gives the status. And most people, because she, example, because she is divorced and she want to increase her rank, want to get so many people to join her. Such people, when you go to her, in fact, you are going to get yourself into a very big trouble. By the time you realize it might be too late. So you need to, of course, consider the person you are consulting to help you out. That's what we said. As soon if you nyansa and school, nyansa. All right, so that is it for you. Of course, someone who is divorced. You see, I was talking about the fact that in case I see that someone is not married, I may ask you not to come and teach, or you are divorced, because what advice are you going to give to the younger generation? I'm just going to encourage them so that they continue divorcing. But divorce is not the best. It's not the best. In the sight of the ultimate reality, it's not the best. The supreme being, nothing is. When you don't do such things, it's going to put you into trouble. Yarea out of the bar, a whole lot of things. All right. Right. So our time is almost up now. Times when you so choosing the partner, we see that the woman may say no, and it has kept on revolving around. I agree. I don't agree. Some ladies will tell you the moment I say I accept, I agree. The man is going to take me for granted. So she has to say no, I'll not marry you. Then the guy will be following her. Oh, Oba, let me say to boss, me say me do be say papa wate. Tell you be a beckham. But me say me do free makuma mu. Then go in fact meto use mo de nyina ama. Yapono. The sea is my father's. Someone is also telling me that some people tell you, oh, yes, the sea is mine. Other also tell you, oh, the sea is my father's. Or then the person added, where are you going to? Where are you going to find the father to ask him whether the sea is his? You say, Otunfo was my classmate. Yeah, Otunfo was my classmate. So a whole lot of things just to now when the lady is now convinced enough. Last time I spoke about test, I think in this class where the ladies will test the guys. Please, we don't like those tests. It's not the best. They test you unawares. Don't forget, ladies, you are not many. So stop certain tests. Stop testing certain tests. You may put yourself into trouble. So when the lady is now convinced, the two families come together and now initiate it. At times too, you see that the lady after under the courtship, there are times where the guy in some account communities, the guy will go and live with the lady's parent to do that. I am told a chance to, some people also do the same thing where the maybe the family has a business they are doing, maybe selling of kinky. The guy or the man will marry their wife, all right, then we'll go and live there. He will be fed. I don't know how to. In fact, I questioned it. I need to get it from different angles. So there are so many ways people go about some of these things, and it fulfills where we told this is why a man will leave his mother and father and go and live with the wife so that they become one in spirit and in flesh. They will sleep and they will not feel ashamed. Someone will sleep and wake up and say, Jesus, what is this? And people are running away, right? So we end it here, but please do well to finish with the wedding ceremony. I think in our next topic, we shall talk about values in marriage and try to see what we can do. But once you have the course outline, it means the course has been taught. That's why I didn't want to. Questions have covered all the various units. And so please do well to cover it. You see, we could have gone very fast, but there are interesting issues, questions you were asking, and they have helped us. So we left it Wednesday. We shall see where we will end on that very Wednesday. So thank you so much. I see some hands up. I don't know whether they are sleeping or they are real hands that are up. 4 people. So Rebecca.
They are rare hands, but time is up. So.
Oh yes. So you may. Yes. Rebecca. Hand is up. Okay, Grace Inkum. Grace.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So please, when we were discussing about divorced people not having the right to advise, and then when they advise people that are getting married, it is dangerous. That was when I raised up my hand to say that when we say that we are not being fair to people that are divorced, because most of them, people divorced on a lot of reasons. Probably it was between life and death. That's why the person left. And then some of the things we hear, social media, life experiences, most of these divorced women especially, they give one of the best, they give best advice. So we shouldn't, and if we make that conclusion, it will make other women who are going through stuff decide to stay in their marriages because apart from society, church, and other things, even in my morality class, I've learned that if I am divorced, I I cannot give advice. So let me just stay here and die. So, sir, please, we are not being fair to divorce people. People
Oh yes,
divorce on.
I side with you. You are
Which
100%. You're
thank you,
100%
sir.
right. But you see, we attach that kind of respect to you. At least you can work it out. I need to say that most married women are found of causing troubles. You see, men naturally are egoistic. And so we are not saying that if you are divorced, you cannot say something. I have had instances where you know that this is what is supposed to be the right of a lady, or this is supposed to be the right of a gent. The person will be checking the responsibility, will not be engaging in what he or she is supposed to do. Now, when it happens that way and you get divorced, should we come and clap hand for you? You see, one thing we need to know is that I am not saying that, oh, divorce someone, if someone is divorced, we should. I believe in, if you see the problem, why don't you work it out? Why don't you work it out? Why don't you put your differences somewhere and work it out amicably? Than just saying that I want to rather divorce. Have you ever seen someone just saying, oh, I am using my hard-earned money to go and marry my enemy? It happens. There was one guy who said, I think he got broken heart, and so was trying to do something to pain the lady. The lady who gave the broken heart went to marry a lady, and the lady now was the one. So the guy didn't like the lady who was married, but because the guy wanted to prove a point, wanted to do something to pain the partner who divorced him, or who left him, chose to engage in such a thing. So you're not saying that, oh, we shouldn't go to them, but it's of course that's why you have the ability to think. Some people follow bad advice, and by the time they realize, they have also lost years. You get it? Someone can just call you and say, oh, your husband, I saw your husband right now, because they want you to come and join them, because they are jealous of you. In fact, you need to be afraid of human. Also, yes, it's super. You get it? So they may tell you, oh, I was going through this, but can you just imagine if we should continue engaging in such things? Someone, because of divorce, was thrown down here from abroad. Some people, can you imagine someone has put up a building? Michael, are you talking to us, or you're talking to yourself?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you need to look at the situations on ground. But I believe in,
what I
let
was
us
saying
try
is
to
that
work it out. Let us try to work our differences out than really going to divorce. Maybe where it is life and death. My friend, run away. Run away. Go and live your life. That's the most important thing. Where you've tried all various means and still things are not working out. Okay, so who is coming in? Millicent. Before Michael comes.
Yes.
Michael comes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Yes, please. What I wanted to say, my sister who just has said it loudly. Sometimes it's between life and death. So the only option is that you live to save your life and be there for your children all the time. That's all I wanted to say, and I believe she has said it so well.
So
And you have also agreed.
But I also agree that
Could you please come again, sir?
yes, I was seeking some clarification. You're saying we've
Okay.
agreed that
No, I agree that in events that it involves life, it's advisable that you leave.
oh yes.
Yeah, that fact is what I wanted to put across. But I think my sister has done that, and you have said you have agreed to that fact, so I'm okay on that.
Yes.
Thank you.
But where you think you can solve things out, someone will tell you, for me, I'm very stubborn. I like dragging issues. So why don't you settle it out? Why don't you put your ego somewhere and solve it out? Now you exit the marriage, and after exiting, you now go and chase other people's husband. Someone will tell you, for me, I don't want to be a second wife. Now, will you be able to be a side chick, causing problems to other people in their marriages? Meanwhile,
Yes,
you
so
were
all that you're saying, it's something that happens, okay, but not in all cases.
in all cases, exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
to every
Exactly.
issue there are exceptions. So
Exemptions. Okay. Yeah.
sometimes, yes, sometimes if the issue is solvable, why not? You sit down and then you resolve issues. But in event that it cannot be resolved, or maybe you've tried, you've exhausted all your known points and plans and all of that, I think, and it has to end. I mean, there's no need still holding on to it. So
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Millicent. Now we take Michael.
welcome, sir.
In fact, all of you are, I know all of you are teachers, all of you, but some of you are directors, but here we are in class. No matter how small I am. Yeah, I cannot say madam this. Maybe at times I may chip in with that. Michael, where is he? Okay, number 2, Felix.
Okay, sir, thank you very much. I want to say this. What about a case? We have some people where they respect men of God than their husbands. Some of them, they are in a relationship. They know what they are in is very deadly. They have to come out of this marriage to have their peace. But is it advisable to listen to your man of God or your man of God so that you will be in that relationship? So they will be telling you, if you leave it right now, God doesn't agree with marriage breakup. So if you be not home, so now I will have a relationship. Is it advisable? Or it's not too true. Just go by your own decision. Because I am very active when it comes to sex activity, so I know what I'm talking about. Now, they are moving their mind to the tender.
Hey, what? So it is not only the pastor telling you to remain in the marriage. Some may also tell you exit. For them, for some of them, they want to use you. Some may have that kind of mind, some ulterior motive behind it. That's why they want. In fact, they will now make your partner unpopular so that you come and follow them. Now they use you, they dump you. So now use your discretion. Use your discretion. But it's not always the case. You see, you didn't just go out there to go and marry your enemy. There may be something that might have triggered it all. Bibi na de buy. So why don't you find a way? Sorry, why don't you find a way to solve it out peacefully than to just be there and causing yourself that pain? All right, so thank you all so much. But if we should continue with this, I'm not saying that divorce is the best, but try to solve it. You may have seen the red flags when you were dating. but you didn't pay attention to them. You went further to get it, and now you are beating your own drum. What then means and all the this current dispensation, where are you taking them? So look at the authenticity of the person before you do it. How does a person settle problems when they arise? Did the person did you inquire from the person what are the stresses? What are the things that put him or her off, so that you'll be aware not to go and step there foot or feet? You didn't do any of this. Maybe you were blinded with money, something of that nature, and now, but more specifically, teachers, please. If that assertion that teachers, when you marry them and they get money, they'll tell you, for now, I don't want to marry again. If that is true, please stop. Please stop. Because you are mentors and role models to people in the community, and they are looking up to you. It's not the best. It's not the best. You see, you'll be surprised to know that if a lecturer divorces, students get to know of it. Now, if you were not able to control your own house, your own home, how will you be able to control or manage a class? So someone was also saying that before we employ people as lecturers, you should see that they have married. But of course, we cannot use that one as a. I think raising a family is one of the difficult tasks on this planet. So if you're able to manage your own house, and you should also be able to manage some of this. I think one of my bosses was about getting a position. He was vying for a position where we saw that this man was very interested. He saw that he tried to get married, and it attached that kind of respect to him. It attached that kind of respect. So I am encouraging each and every one of us. Let us not say that, oh, for me, I have the right, I have the choice to do this. I believe that you can sit, you can judge to solve the problem as they arise. In case we don't meet again for this course, because as we speak, I'm not well. I doubt if Wednesday we can meet, provided I get well quick. If you don't meet again, then it means that you have to use your course outline and the course material to read. Then you come. The questions will be very easy. Very easy. You pay attention, you read them. That we shall try to see. Maybe within the week. See
Hello,
you.
sir.
Yeah, see you Wednesday. Say.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, I'm listening to you.
Sir, please, I want to know the quiz one. Which unit are we covering? Is it up to all the units?
Yeah, so we'll find a way. I don't know how. It's unfortunate that like you should have given me sample of your piece when you wrote the first piece, so that I'll know how. For example, for especially the religion measures. You see, it's not in our hands. We just give them the questions. We don't know the one they use for 1 to 20, 30 to 10. We don't know. We only give them the questions, then they bring them. So I may tell you to read 1 to 3 for the first piece. But what happens?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sir.
All right. So you, unless probably someone has a quiz, then you give it to me. Then I try to fish out how the questions that were sent last time were treated, so that maybe we'll be able to tell you the areas to read. But if nothing happens, then it means that you have to consider the first read for the first quiz. Then all the units for the exams, then probably from 4 to unit 6, you consider them for your 4 to 6, you consider them for your second quiz.
Please,
And
okay.
let's go. Try to get A here, can boost your CGPA. All right. Thank you all so
right.
much.
You're welcome, sir. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Sir Ali, Alaji.